guys, it's Brittany. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a very requested video here on my channel, and this is all about my newborn must-haves. I am a first-time mom, and I've really learned a lot as I was pregnant and just since time has gone on, since she has been born. I've learned quite a lot and learned what I've actually really needed versus what I really didn't need. I just kind of got. So I figured that these are the must-have items that I personally feel that this is what you need. Like, if you're pregnant right now, I would highly recommend to get these products because you most likely will want or need them. So first things first that I'm going to talk about is diaper rash cream. So I am going to show you guys like some products, and then some products I'm not going to show you because I'll just put a picture on the screen somewhere, and then other words I'm going to show you the products. So I actually have this right here on hand. This is the diaper rash cream that I have been using. This is in natural organic one. You don't have to go organic or natural. I've heard butt paste works really good on babies. This one I had just found at Whole Foods. This is the Welda Baby and Child Diaper Rash Cream. I wanted to get something that was going to be just a little bit more natural because she is my daughter and I have very sensitive skin, so I figured that she may have sensitive skin. So I wanted to try something on her first that was more on the sensitive side, more on the natural side. So I figured that I would just use this one first, and then maybe when she's older I'll try something else. But I have been really liking this, and I have noticed a really big difference when I've noticed that she's never had like a really bad rash because she's only like a month old, but she does get a little bit red, and that's just normal. Then it is really good to have that on hand. Next being socks and mittens. So I am just going to show you guys some ones that I have here. These are the little mittens that she's been using. Crazy enough, they do not have newborn mittens anywhere near us, like near our area, which is really weird because there's a difference between 0 to 3 months, and then there's also a newborn, which is N, and that's like what the tag should say, but they actually don't have any N mittens, so I had to order some. But these ones actually shrunk in the wash, and these are the 0 to 3 months. I believe that these are from either Target or Babies R Us. Those are the main places that we go. And these ones are really cool because they have, babies are very small. And she actually really likes these because, and I like them too, because they actually stay on because of the little scrunchie that they have. It just, when you put it on, you can, you can stretch it out like this, and then you can put it on and it just suctions right up and it stays on their hands. So I actually bought a lot of these. Like literally I have an entire, like a drawer full of like socks and mittens, and these ones happen to just be my like absolute favorite, and the designs on them are really cute too. So I got those, and then just some little socks. These ones are cute. They look like little shoes, and they are Converse. She actually was wearing them today, but it's so hot today in California that she does not need to wear any socks at all. But she does need to wear mittens because mittens are very important because of the nails on the babies. Babies have, well, my daughter has very long fingernails, and they grow like weeds. So it's really important that she has mittens on at all times. Or the next product that I'm going to talk about is have an Emerson board. You're not allowed to clip your baby's nails, I think, until they are 2 months. I'm not exactly sure. Don't quote me on that. You can look it up online or ask your pediatrician or doctor. But I was told that I was not allowed to clip using nail clippers, and that I was using an Emerson board. So an Emerson board, I think I might have it on hand. So this is a baby Emerson board. They are super, super tiny, but you can just file the baby's nails. This one came in a little like safety first package that I got for my baby shower. This just happened to be in there, and you really need to file the baby's nails down with that. But for some reason, I just feel like it doesn't do it. It's like it helped a little bit, but it didn't completely cut her nails down. They were still really, really long, and she did end up scratching herself on her cheek, and so she has like a little scratch, and she actually cut the skin, and it really made me upset because it was a little bit bleeding, and that was just like, I almost had a mom meltdown because I was just like, no, like her nails are way too long. I used the Emerson board. I almost was tempted to just get the baby clippers and clip her nails because of how long they are. It's like I really can't do any damage to her nails because they are just so long that it's like impossible for this board to like get them all the way down. And I don't know, maybe she just has like her nails and hair grow really long because her hair, she has a lot of hair if you guys haven't seen. and it's already growing like a little bit past her, like, I don't know, her nails and hair grow like crazy already. So I can only imagine what I'm going to go through when she's a little bit older. She's gonna have super long hair, I can only imagine, and really long nails. So I'm gonna have to keep that up. But this Emerson board is supposed to be really helpful. I think it is much needed, but you know, not all babies have super crazy long nails like my daughter. So this actually has been helping a lot, but doesn't help totally just in my case. So really been needing the mittens, but I do think that they're both things that you should definitely have on hand. Two other things actually. This is a thermometer, and usually people have like the typical ones that go underneath your tongue, or ones that you put like, you know, you can put in your ear or whatever, but this one actually is so much easier for babies. And basically you just press this button. This one's actually really cool too, because you can do the temperature of the air in your house, like what temperature is it in here right now. So if I'm going to put house, I can see how much the temperature is in this room. And it is 77 degrees in my bedroom right now, which is kind of hot. Now I can also change it to forehead. So I am 98.2, so that's like pretty much a perfect temp right there. So really love this one. That one is a Medela one, and or Mateen, sorry, not Medela. Medela is breast pumping and breast stuff. No, Mateen is what it says, and I got that on Amazon. I think it was around $20-something, $20, but I think it's well worth it. It's super easy to use on babies. You can just swipe it across their forehead really quickly, because I know babies are very squirmy, and the ones underneath their tongue, you could just never, that would never work out with a baby. I mean, they would just be squirming and going nuts though the entire time. Like, not gonna work. So this one's really nice. I highly recommend getting a thermometer just in case, and you definitely need one that is quick and easy to use like that. Burp rags. You guys need burp rags. Newborn must have right here is burp rags. I didn't think that burp rags would be that much needed, but oh boy they are. So I actually have quite a few burp rags. I have an entire, she has like a little organizer thing that's in her bedroom, and I have an entire little shelf in the organizer of burp rags. They're super important. You know, babies spit up all the time. She actually just spit up for the first time 2 days ago, and she's almost a month. So they don't, you know, they don't spit up right away. In my experience, she didn't spit up right away, but they eventually will, and it'll come, and it's a lot. And so, you know, they're eating more and their bellies are bigger, so more stuff is going to come up. So you really have to make sure you burp them really good. Have those burp rags on hand. Next thing that I think is a must-have that we have used a ton since she has been born is a baby backpack. One from Amazon that was super inexpensive and works amazing. I'm seriously so surprised and so glad that I got this one, because I've seen these baby backpacks for like $200, $300, and I just think that they are so not worth spending that much money on. I have a really nice one that I love, and I think it was around $30. I'll list everything down below in the description box of exactly what I have, and also I'll show you guys a picture on here like I mentioned if I'm not showing the product. But oh my goodness, PJ actually has her in the backpack right now. I posted, I think, a Snapchat or an Instagram story of me using the backpack. Wear your kiddo on the front, you can wear them on the back. It's a lifesaver. She falls asleep as soon as you put her in there because she is attached to your chest, and you know, babies love skin to skin, so as long as they're close to you, they will absolutely love it. Almost all babies really love the front-facing backpacks at a young age, and it's just saved me. I was able to do housework, I was able to do YouTube work. It's just amazing, amazing invention. I don't know what I would be doing without it. Two products that I've actually don't know what I would be doing without right now, because my daughter has a little of a gas problem. Most babies do have a gas problem, and they just get a lot of stomach discomfort. Breastfed babies don't have as much discomfort as babies who are on formula, because formula babies suck in more air from the bottle, but still air does get sucked in from the nipple. They're letting go of the nipple, they're going back on the nipple. You know, it's just a lot of that. So breastfed babies don't have as much gas problems, but they still have gas problems. Also, if you're breastfeeding and you're eating like broccoli or chocolate or certain foods that your baby may be allergic to and you just don't know it yet, which is, I would say, the most, what's the word that I'm looking for? I would say the most like frustrating part about breastfeeding, just because you don't know what your baby's allergic to, and so if you eat it and they have a stomach discomfort, you kind of just automatically revert saying like, it's my fault, I'm eating the wrong thing, and now my baby is like totally uncomfortable with gas, and it does get intense. You know, your baby will grunt like and like turn really red, and it's their way of trying to digest whatever's going on. They could have, you know, the breast milk or the formula. If you guys are formula feeding, it could be going up and like causing them to have a little bit of reflux. Their stomachs could be really like sensitive to things, and so they're having a lot of gas. So their natural reaction is to kind of grunt, and the grunting can get really loud, and it just makes you feel so bad. Like, you feel so helpless, and you can't do anything for, you know, their stomach discomfort, but trying to give them little exercises or massaging their belly. But this stuff that I'm about to show you guys is a complete lifesaver. Give your kiddos this at 2 weeks and up. So I started giving her this at 2 weeks. Luckily, she didn't have any gas problems until around 2 weeks. So this was perfect for me. And this is gripe water. This is the original one. So this is the daytime one. And we recently just got the nighttime one actually today. So I haven't used this one yet, but this one is the nighttime. So you're allowed to use the nighttime one once they're a month and up. I'm not exactly sure why, but this one you're allowed to use at 2 weeks. So this one is actually almost all gone because we've been using this since she's 2 weeks. And the nighttime one, since she's allowed to use it at a month, we just bought that one today. So I believe the nighttime one just has an ingredient in it, like chamomile, that helps the baby sleep a little bit better and like get a more restful sleep, versus the daytime one, it doesn't have the sleeping aid in it. So love it. That is for gas, colic, fussiness, hiccups especially. You know, I mean, if you have the hiccups, can you go to sleep when you have the hiccups? No. So a baby definitely is not going to be able to sleep when they have the hiccups. They're going to get frustrated, they're going to be tired and fussy, and they're like, oh my god, F this, I have the hiccups, which adults probably feel the same way. So this stuff is really awesome because it gets rid of all of that, and it's very fast acting. It's natural, it's vegan, it's vegetarian. I'm in love with this stuff, and it's only $10. So I got mine at Target, and it just makes me feel so much better that I'm doing something to help her, you know, feel more comfortable with her belly. So she has been having that, and actually you can give your baby that up to 10 times in a day, which is insane. Or I think 6 times, I apologize. I've actually only given her a regular gripe water. I've given it to her 1 time in the day and then 1 time before bed at night. So I don't overdo it, and I don't ever give it to her the 6 times, but whenever I feel like it's needed, she gets it. Another thing that I've really been loving is noise machines. So she actually has the, I forget the exact name, I will list it, it's from Target, I will list it right here and down below. I will link everything so you guys can buy it if you would like, or check it out. But noise makers, noise machines, sound machine, whatever. I love those. She loves those. She is a baby who loves noises. She cannot fall asleep when it's pitch silent. She likes the TV. She likes music. She actually loves music. You play music and she's mesmerized by it. I recently just got the Jessie James Decker album. I love her. She's one of my favorite artists, and my daughter loves listening to her album. She could literally just fall asleep. I actually Snapchatted my daughter falling asleep to Jessie James's album yesterday, and it was just the cutest thing because it just relaxes her so much. So she loves music, and the sound machine definitely has been helping. We have a little nighttime routine going on, and she loves the sound waves. She really likes that one. When we just brought her home from the hospital, she really liked the heartbeat sound, which is probably because she was used to hearing my heartbeat, but she now really loves waves. And so I have a swing also that plays the waves too. So when she's in the swing and it's swinging her, she can listen to the waves sound, which is awesome because we have it on the sound machine and then on the swing as well. Another thing that's probably no surprise is a pacifier. We've been getting the Soothe pacifiers. They're basically shaped like a nipple. You're recommended to give your baby a bottle at 6 weeks, I think, and then the pacifier at, I think, 2 or 4. I'm not exactly sure. Don't quote me, but something like that. We have not given her a bottle. Plan on giving her a bottle, I think, in maybe like another 4 weeks. So maybe when she's 2 months, so that's not too long. But obviously it'll be with my breast milk in it. So, and it'll be during the day, hopefully. That's my plan. The pacifiers, we've been really loving the Wubbanub. We have 2 of those just in case. And then we also have, which I think she'll like the Wubbanub a little bit better when she's older. For some reason, she seems to really like the Soothe without the little animal attached. right now, but I think when she's older, she will like the Wubbanub a lot, and it'll be a lot easier for her, because the good thing about the Wubbanubs is that the animal is kind of giving, it's like a weighted pacifier, so it's a little bit harder for the baby to lose the pacifier, like to spit it out, because it's weighted and it'll just be on their chest, so if they spit it out, they can kind of get it back. But since she is still so little, I think she just really likes the Soothy one, which is the same exact pacifier as what's on the Wubbanub. The Wubbanub just has a animal attached to it because it's weighted. So that's the only difference. But we do have the Wubbanubs. I highly recommend them if just to try them out. You can't go wrong with just trying something. And then same with the Soothies. So we have a bunch of we have the Advent pacifiers, we have a bunch of regular pacifiers. She just seems to like those ones. So it's kind of trial and error, see what your kiddo likes, but that is what my daughter likes. Another thing that I highly recommend is getting a swaddle. We have a bunch of swaddle blankets, and she loves being swaddled at nighttime. We don't swaddle her during the day because we try to keep our nighttime routine with the swaddle and like leaving it dark in the room and just getting her to know that that's nighttime and it's time for bed. But we love swaddle blankets. So we have a bunch of them. We have the Swaddle Me little, like, they put their arms, it kind of looks crazy, but there's a bunch of different swaddles that we own, and she really likes just the plain old blanket that you swaddle yourself. She just still really loves the regular swaddle that the hospital did, and we've just been doing that lately, so we have a bunch of blankets for that. The next thing that I'm going to share is obviously a swing. I don't know what I was thinking, but I did not put a swing on my baby registry, and I realized that I really needed a swing. So I actually got a swing like I think like a week or 2 weeks before I went into labor. Thank God. She loves the swing. We got an amazing swing, actually, that I wasn't planning on getting this one, but I'm really glad that I did because it does so many different things for a much cheaper price than the 4Moms one. I originally wanted the 4Moms one, but I used to watch this little boy that from when he was an infant all the way up until he was 1, and I realized that he grew out of the 4Moms Mamaroo so quickly. He really didn't like it, and it didn't really do much for the price. So the one that we have is amazing. I will link it down below as well. And it does everything. It has the sounds, it does the sway, it has a little mobile, the mobile lights up, it vibrates, the chair vibrates, and you can also take the chair out and you can use that as a rock and play. You can use it as a rock and play too. So it's not just a swing, it's also a rock and play. So it's a 2-in-1 for an amazing price. We got it at Babies R Us, and it is seriously a lifesaver. She loves it. She does not want to be in anything else but her swing, and I'm so glad that we got that. And last but not least that I'm going to talk about is a co-sleeper. No, we don't co-sleep, but we definitely love our co-sleeper, which is just a little bed. We love using it for when she's like getting into the bath and we need to unchange her, or when we're getting her out of the bath and we're trying to change her again, or when I'm just sitting on the couch needing to edit a video or do some work on the computer. I just put her in the little co-sleeper next to me on the couch with her pacifier, and she just kind of looks around and hangs out with me, and it has, has mesh on the sides, like breathable mesh, and also like is a circular thing, so you don't have to worry about her like falling over or anything like that. It's just been really easy, and we just set it on the couch or the bed, and it's a super safe and easy way for her to kind of just be next to us and hang out. So definitely a co-sleeper, I would say, as well. But that is everything that I'm going to mention for my newborn must-haves. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave me a thumbs up and let me know other mommy videos you guys would like me to film. I know that I've been really into doing these lately. I have been getting a lot of requests to do more of them, so just let me know which ones you guys would like to see down below. I love you guys so very much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.